Hey guys, how's it going? So, I thought I would do a quick top 5 of books I really love and can reread anytime. these these are the books that I can pick up and just enjoy, spend a couple hours just in the living room reading whenever. Um, some of them are favorites of people, some of them aren't. It's always hit and miss with titles. I got a couple Marvel and some DC. I don't usually talk about DC comics all that much. I do collect some, but there's only a certain amount of characters I really love. Um, Green Lantern is one of them. I love Hal Jordan. I've always loved Hal Jordan since the 80s when I was just a little kid. Every time I would go into a variety store when they had comics, it was always like, there's Green Lantern. Can I get a Green Lantern book? Yeah. It was that or Spider Man at the time. I wasn't a big fan of Batman or Superman. It was always Green Lantern. And this book I've had forever. And I've read it so much. And it's Jeff Johns' Blackest Night. This is one of the best Green Lantern stories ever. And I got the brightest day set there, the three books there that came out after this one. So after you're done that one, if you want to read more than brightest, is it called yeah, brightest day is probably the the best out of all of them. But I really love this. Black Hand is an asshole. He's an asshole, and he's bringing back all of the deceased DC characters, which is pretty cool to see them all like zombified and whatnot. So you can tell them in the back there. So there's like all the lanterns that died at some point, and on here, so you got like Aquaman. I forgot Aquaman died. Honestly, I was like, when did Aquaman die? And apparently, this is after R.I.P. Where on no, who was it? Oh God, Darkseid. Darkseid killed Batman. So they try to bring him back. I think Hawkman. Like it's bananas, and I really love it. So, you know, there's the Black Hand, and he's part of the Black Lanterns. So you got all of them in there, and it's pretty badass. And uh, who else? And I think they used Dead Man at some point. It's been like a couple years since I've opened this, which is kind of like bad for me to say. Like this is one of my favorite books, and I've only read it for so much, but I really dig it. And then it tries to corrupt them. I'm just trying to. This is where you basically get the spectrum of the rings. So like Flash is blue, Mara is red, Lex Luthor is orange. Wonder is that Wonder Woman? I think that's Wonder Woman is purple, which is love. Uh, the Atom is violet, which is compassion. I really love that Scarecrow got a yellow ring and he's fear. That just like makes a whole lot more sense than that it should. And yeah, you got them all fighting there. But yeah, I don't want to get into too much. This is not about Green Lantern, but yeah, Blackest Night. Pick it up if you have not. It's a great read. Dan Slott. I stopped buying. I was a big Ultimate Spider-Man fan, and then I wasn't picking up any of the other Amazing Spider-Man titles at that time. I think I was just focusing on the Ultimate line. So when Dan Slott was out, he was out for a couple years, and I think I went to the comic book store, and they were talking about the death of Spider-Man or something. And so I went back a couple volumes and started reading, and then I got really into the Amazing Spider-Man run. And then when Superior Spider-Man dropped, it was one of those like for me, I really loved that Doctor Octopus was in Spider-Man's body and no one knew, and I love how confident Otto made Peter, with school, with the love, with his love life, with everything. It kind of just elevated Peter, and I wish they kind of kept that with Peter, but they always seem to bring him down a lot, kind of like bring him down to like the main level of like just an everyman. Like Peter's not an everyman. Like I wish he had the confidence to be like Doctor Ock when he was Superior Spider-Man. I just I really prefer Superior Spider-Man, even though he is a jerk. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. But yeah, I really love this book. I think Dan Slott killed it. I love when Doctor Octopus teams up with Spider-Man 2099. That was an awesome volume. So they do have the omnibus of Superior Spider-Man. I'm not going to get that one because I already got the first 3 volumes. So there's no point of me buying it again. I'm not double dipping. I refuse to double dip. But of all the Spider-Man stuff, like the Amazing Spider-Man stuff, the Superior Spider-Man is probably one of my favorites. Um, speaking of something that's like, oh, I love Superman for all seasons. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, man, they just crush it. And R.I.P. Tim Sale for being a man with so much talent and being colorblind and making art this beautiful. I'm so amazed. When I found out Tim Sale was colorblind, I was just like, what? That's crazy. Because his Batman run was just epic. I love the Long Halloween and everything. We'll get to that in a second. But I wasn't too sure about For All Seasons because I was iffy on Superman at this point. But when I picked it up, not this particular book, but when I picked it up and started reading it, I was just like, this is an amazing story. I love the way that Jeff Loeb wrote Superman in this book. Very grounded, very like that Kansas Smallville farm boy thing, and that's where it basically is. It's just like he's in high school, he's dealing with stuff, then he goes to Metropolis, and Lana Lang and Lois Lane and Lex Luthor and all this other stuff. This is a very contained book. This is it. That's all you're gonna get for all seasons, and it's awesome, and it's a very much rereadable book. Whenever you're feeling like, hey, I need a little pick me up, For All Seasons is one of the best books for Superman, hands down. I'll always pick For All Seasons. Like All Star Superman, great. I love the self-contained issues, but if I want something to make me feel good, For All Seasons. Speaking of Batman and Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, Dark Victory. I love Long Halloween. I love it. There's nothing wrong with Long Halloween. I prefer Dark Victory. I think the way that they left Long Halloween was great. I had no issues with it whatsoever. But when I read Dark Victory with Robin and everything else, I was just like, I'm hooked. This is what I want. And the way that, Tim Sale, drives those characters and everything, it's beautiful. I love it. He's got Calendar Man, he's got Catwoman, Joker, and you're dealing with the origin of Robin. Robin just lost his parents there, and Bruce, everyone's looking down at the parents, and Bruce is just looking up at Dick, which is awesome. And there he is with his parents, and there's Bruce. Because Bruce has gone through this. He knows what he needs to do. So he basically brings in Dick, and he becomes his ward, and he doesn't know he's Batman, but the way he finds out, the way he treats Alfred, just like, I don't want to be here. And Alfred's like, you need a home. And Dick's like, this isn't my home, man. And then he finds out that Bruce is Batman, and it's awesome. I love it. There's this great scene there. All the villains. But again, this is not like a review of the whole thing. Like, this book is old. Like, look how yellowed and worn this book is. I've read this so much. It is jacked. I think I need okay, I will get this omnibus. I've seen the Batman for, oh, there we go. the trilogy, I think. So it's Haunted Night, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, and Catwoman When in Rome, all in one omnibus. So if I was going to get that, because I don't have Haunted Night or the Catwoman, and I don't know where the hell my Long Halloween was, but I think I might get that omnibus at some point. So that's number 4. This is my last one. This is number 5. And if you don't know, you know. Ultimate Spider-Man, Volume 1, by Brian Michael Bendis. Oh, I just love this. Collects the first 7 issues. When this first came out, I did not get it. When the single issues were out, I was just like, meh, not for me. Because at that time, I was not collecting comics. So when it came out, I didn't even know about it. And then one day, out of the blue, I started reading Uncanny X-Men for some reason, then Wolverine. I don't know why. I think I was working nights and I was like, oh, that's a cool cover. I'll read that. So when I went to the comic book store that I haven't been to like in 10 years or something, I saw Ultimate Spider-Man there, and it was issue 13 or something. So I was like, I wonder if there's a trade. So this is the trade I got. This is the original trade I got so many years ago. So this one has been beaten down by me, been thrown around. It's scuffed up. Will I get the omnibus for Ultimate Spider-Man? Probably not, because I just have volume 1 and 2 for the trades, but I got the rest in the singles. So I don't see myself wasting more money and getting omnibuses, because there's going to be like 6 omnibuses for Ultimate Spider-Man. I love Ultimate Spider-Man, but I don't have room for 6 omnibuses. I don't. Oh, I'm going to have to get like so much shelving. But I love the design of the Green Goblin. I think this is probably one of the best designs for the Green Goblin to date. I love how big and hulking he is. Like, this is menacing. This will make you pee your pants. I swear to God it will. Like, if that's coming at you and Spider-Man's like, what the hell? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm stepping out. Like, I gotta go. But I love the way that they reimagine these characters. And Peter being in high school. I love the fact that he is in high school through the whole series until he dies, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, but I think he dies and comes back, then dies again and comes back. I don't know. I didn't read Miles Morales stuff. But yeah, that's my 5. That's my 5 rereadable books to date. If there is more, I'll make a part 2. But those are the ones that if I was going away for a very long time and I needed something where there was no cell reception, no nothing, I would probably pick some of those to go with me. But let me know. Let me know what you guys are really into. What your, not top 5, but what book, like comic book or books that you really love that you can keep rereading. So throw me a comment, throw me a like. If you have not subscribed, please do. Blah, blah, blah. Yak, yak, yak. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.